Welcome to another edition of Rust Rants, where I come on and go off about, well, whatever's honking me off today. It's milestone day on Rust Rants as we've hit our 100th episode. So thanks to everyone who's been with us through this ride, who've enjoyed all the stuff I've talked about on this podcast. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for those who've left comments, whether they be positive or negative. And folks, we're just getting warmed up with this. So help us grow our channel, KYCA Digital. Keep liking and keep commenting on our videos. Definitely subscribe and share so we can get around that YouTube algorithm and reach more and more people. So, with 100 episodes under our belt, I guess we got to do something special. That seems to be what everyone else does when they hit a milestone like this. So what's it going to be? What are we going to do to commemorate 100 episodes of Rust Rants? Well, I'll tell you after this word from our sponsor, H2O Health and Water Solutions. Does your toilet have rings that always need cleaning? Do you have hard water spots on your shower doors, calcium buildup on your faucets? Just imagine what all of that is doing to the inside of your washing machine, dishwasher, refrigerator, your hot water heater. What about the pipes inside of your body? Buy a filter or be a filter. You can have clean, mineral-rich water without the buildup of unwanted toxins in your body and throughout your whole home. Call Vicki Johnston today at H2O Health and Water Solutions at 928-899-7504 or stop in and see her at the Gateway Mall. So, 100 episodes under our belt. We've covered some crazy situations and some even crazier people. So today, we go back to the past to honor some of the more interesting people we've spotlighted on this podcast. And when I say interesting, I mean people who made me facepalm so hard, my brain flew out of my skull and just ricocheted all over the walls. So today, we hand out our first Distinguished Facepalm Awards here on Rust Rants. So welcome to our first ever edition of the PLAMIES. So, our first 5 recipients of the Rust Rants Distinguished Facepalm Award in top 5 format. Number 5, the writers of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. I mean, when you're given millions and millions of dollars by perhaps the biggest studio in the entire world, and you don't have a cohesive storyline through 9 episodes, you admit you're too lazy to talk to actual lawyers to try to write convincing and interesting courtroom scenes. You think that a restroom makeover is the most important scene in your entire series. You take a beloved character from the comics and turn her into a narcissistic, unlikable moron. And then you make the big bad of your show based on a YouTuber who wears a bucket on his head just to insult people who don't like your show. Yeah, all of that made me facepalm again and again and again and again every time I heard this stuff from She-Hulk. All right, number 4, the youth football mom from Houston. This is a woman who chased a 12-year-old kid around the field because he dared to tackle her son in a football game. Like, have you never watched that sport before? Did you kind of wonder why your kid was going to the field dressed in a helmet and pads? That never occurred to you why he might do that? Not only that, but speaking of her son, he was also banned from ever playing in that league because of his mother's actions. So congratulations on your Distinguished Facepalm Award. That one is well deserved. Number 3, the Utah football fan who threatened to blow up a nuclear reactor if the Utes didn't win. And this is no idle threat, because this woman actually worked in the building at the University of Utah that houses the campus's nuclear reactor, and she posted this threat on social media. And wow, what a surprise! The Salt Lake City police saw it and acted on it. Now, when you threaten to make the University of Utah glow in the dark over a football game, you have definitely earned the Distinguished Facepalm Award. Number 2, the guy at the London tennis match who set his arm on fire to protest private jets. Do I really need to explain why that deserves a Distinguished Facepalm Award? All right, so now, folks, we've come to number 1 on our list, and number 1 for our Distinguished Facepalm Award is Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, or as I like to call him, Justin Trudeau. I mean, where do I begin with this north end of a southbound horse guy here? Well, first, you got to look at all his insane health rules that prevented several pro athletes from entering his country because they didn't get a certain treatment. Take that, YouTube algorithm. And also, there's the way he handled the trucker protest, but we highlighted him on this podcast for stating that the reason people hated politicians these days was because of anxiety from a temperature change on a worldwide scale. Take that, YouTube. If this isn't an utter lack of self-awareness and a lack of understanding of what regular folks are going through and what makes them feel the way they do, well, then I don't know what is. And to excuse it with the favorite talking point of a, certain political point of view, well, Justin, you definitely take home the Distinguished Facepalm Award, especially when you are the leader of an entire country, and you should know better. Honestly, I think the characters from Trailer Park Boys could probably run Canada better than Justin Trudeau. But you know what? I guess that's just the norm these days. Stupid people in positions of power, that's just the norm and not the exception. So congratulations to our first recipients of the Rust Rants Distinguished Facepalm Award. And I think it's safe to say we will be having more editions of the PLAMIES in the future. Well, folks, that's going to do it for our 100th edition of Rust Rants. Again, thanks to everyone who's watched this podcast, who's liked and shared and enjoyed it. Even if you didn't like it, we thank you for that too, just for tuning in and giving us the views. So again, folks, be sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe across all of KYCA's social media. That's Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and Instagram. Check us out on KYCA.info. Be sure to smash the like button and leave a comment on this video. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Maybe you have your own suggestions and your own candidates for the Distinguished Facepalm Award. We'd love to hear that. Till next time, I'm John Rust. I'll see you soon.